Kelly Stapleton, the Benzie County mother accused in an attempted murder-suicide, has made headlines across the country. How could a mother who had fought so hard to better her daughter's life allegedly try to end it, as well as her own? Her story has brought a lot of attention to autism and the struggles families face because of the lack of treatment options out there. I traveled to the Great Lakes Center for Autism Treatment and Research in Portage. It's the only facility in the entire state that treats children with autism who have violent tendencies, like Kelly's daughter, Izzy. It's the facility Kelly and other parents fight so hard to get their children into. When Jessica and Alan McCauley bought their farm in the Upper Peninsula, they had dreams of raising their family there.
That wasn't the case. Our kids couldn't do that.
At 3 years old, the McCauley's oldest son, John Anthony, was diagnosed with an autism spectrum disorder. And as he got bigger, he got harder to control.
Started just getting really aggressive, really violent. His behavior was unpredictable. Then he's so much larger than his younger siblings that when he got violent, they got hurt, and it just really was destroying our home.
John Anthony was admitted to the psychiatric unit at Marquette General Hospital 4 times. He would get medication adjustments, which would work temporarily and then stop.
They said there's a new treatment facility opening up in Kalamazoo, Michigan.
The Great Lakes Center for Autism Treatment and Research would be the first residential facility in the state to use a certain type of treatment on children with challenging and destructive behaviors. John Anthony would be their first client.
I remember dropping my kid off here and just being so hopeless, and you feel guilty.
Scott Schrum is the center's chief executive officer. He sees that initial hopelessness in families every day.
After listening to some of the families that we've interacted with, I think many of them are dealing with post-traumatic stress disorder. We had a meeting here with the families about a month ago, and we learned that every one of the moms had contemplated suicide.
The center uses applied behavior analysis, or ABA. According to the National Autism Center, it's the only evidence-based practice proven effective in treating children with autism. ABA is all about figuring out what triggers the child's behavior as well as what motivates that child.
For some kids, it's stuff that you would never even think would be a reward. And then you have to get creative and use those things to help teach them. So it's a different approach to teaching.
According to Calvin Gage, the problem is twofold.
There's a philosophy that's specific to our state, but around elsewhere as well, that a family needs to stay together and it's a parent's responsibility, and it's all about maintaining the family unit. What they don't understand is for this small percentage of these kids with autism, they're not keeping them in the home isn't preserving the family unit, it's destroying it.
Gage also says community mental health agencies are under a lot of financial stress too, and it's hard for them to be farsighted.
In the short term, we're very expensive, but these kids get the treatment they need. It's like you can take a pill for the rest of your life to get rid of the pain, or you can go to physical therapy for 6 weeks, and then it's treated for life.
That's how it was for the McCauleys. After what they call a battle with their local CMH system, the state psychologist got involved and John Anthony was led into the center.
It was amazing. We come back after being gone for 2 weeks, and he's doing new things. He's waiting patiently. He's waving. He's signing, certain things. He's doing things I never thought he would be able to do.
Today, John Anthony is home.
He's manageable now, and the Great Lakes gave us the tools to help manage him. I hope that a lot of other success stories come out of this place, and I'm pretty sure they will.
A family torn apart and healed once again. Now, not everyone is a supporter of applied behavior analysis. Critics say their reward system basis doesn't fit with the real world. However, since the center opened in 2012, they've treated 12 children. 3 have graduated and are at home and doing well with their families.